Have you noticed the recent fall in used EV prices? If so, you might be wondering why this is happening. A shift is occurring in the electric vehicle, or EV market. The resale values these environmentally friendly machines are dropping significantly, a trend that's caught the attention of both buyers and sellers. This isn't something we can simply brush off as a blip on the radar. It's a phenomenon that has far-reaching implications. For buyers, it could mean more affordable access to the EV lifestyle. For sellers, however, it might be a cause for concern as it could signal a decrease in profits. But what's behind this trend? Is it a result of more competition in the market? Or could it be due to certain strategies by leading electric vehicle manufacturers? And more importantly, what does it mean for the future of electric vehicles? In this video, we'll dive into the reasons behind this recent trend and what it could mean for the future of electric vehicles. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the EV market. To understand the why, we must first get a grasp of the what. What exactly is happening in the used EV market? The landscape of the electric vehicle market is shifting dramatically. Some might even say it's gone into a bit of a tailspin. The most notable change? A significant drop in the resale values of certain electric vehicle models, with Tesla leading the pack. Yes, you heard it right. The once golden child of the EV industry is now facing some noticeable depreciation in its used car market. Now, this isn't just a hiccup. It's a trend that's been gaining momentum, and it's starting to have a ripple effect across the industry. This drop in resale values is not exclusive to Tesla, but it's where we're seeing the most dramatic dip. The reason? Tesla has been slashing prices and flooding the market with new cars. They seem to be unfazed by this depreciation, even embracing it as part of their long-term strategy. But here's the twist. As Tesla continues to lower prices, making electric vehicles more affordable for mainstream buyers, other automakers are entering the market, creating a more competitive environment. As a result, the dominance once held by Tesla is being threatened. And while resale value may not have been a priority for early Tesla buyers, it's becoming increasingly important for future EV customers. Some are even considering leasing rather than buying, and Tesla's lack of product refresh could become a disadvantage against competitors. Despite these challenges, Tesla remains the market leader, breaking production and delivery records. Its focus on lowering prices overshadows concerns about market share and falling profit margins. However, this strategy is a double-edged sword. While it's making the EV market more accessible, it's also contributing to the falling resale values. Now that we have the context, let's examine the causes. There are several factors contributing to the falling prices of used EVs. Let's take a journey into the heart of the matter. The first reason is the rising competition in the electric vehicle market. As more and more automakers are entering the scene, the dominance once held by pioneers like Tesla is starting to wane. This increase in competition is a double-edged sword for consumers. On one hand, it means more options to choose from. On the other hand, it also means that the resale value of their electric vehicles is likely to decrease. Now let's shift gears and talk about the manufacturers. Some companies, such as Tesla, have been known to slash their prices. This is a strategic move to make electric vehicles more affordable for mainstream buyers. However, this strategy has a ripple effect on the resale value of used electric vehicles. When new EVs are cheaper, used ones naturally have to follow suit to stay competitive. Another contributing factor is the flooding of the market with new cars. With manufacturers pushing production to meet the growing demand for electric vehicles, the market is being inundated with new models. This surge in supply is causing a dip in used EV prices. When there are more new cars available at competitive prices, the demand for used ones tends to drop. Let's not forget about the lack of product refresh. Future EV customers may start to lean towards leasing rather than buying. Why? Because leasing allows them to keep up with the latest models without having to worry about resale value. This trend could lead to a decreased demand for used electric vehicles, pushing their prices down even further. Lastly, there's the issue of falling profit margins. With the focus on lowering prices to attract mainstream buyers, manufacturers are seeing their profit margins shrink. While this may not directly affect used EV prices, it does indicate a shift in the market dynamics. And as we all know, market dynamics play a crucial role in determining prices. But what does this mean for consumers and the industry as a whole? We'll tackle this question in the next scene. Buckle up, because we're in for an interesting ride. The implications of this trend are far-reaching and could potentially reshape the EV market. As we delve into the implications of falling used electric vehicle prices, we can't ignore the impact on current owners. For those who've purchased an electric vehicle, especially a Tesla, with the expectation of a solid resale value, this trend may be unsettling. Their investment depreciates at a faster rate than anticipated, which could lead to hesitation about future electric vehicle purchases. For potential buyers, the scenario is different. Lower resale prices mean that electric vehicles are becoming more affordable. This could encourage more consumers to opt for electric over conventional fuel vehicles. It's a win for those who've been on the fence about making the switch due to the previously high costs of electric vehicles. However, this affordability could potentially lead to a shift in consumer behavior. We may see more and more potential buyers choosing to lease rather than buy. This way, they can enjoy the benefits of driving an electric vehicle without the worry of rapid depreciation. It's akin to having their cake and eating it too. But what does this mean for manufacturers like Tesla? On one hand, their dominance in the market is undeniable. They've broken production and delivery records, and their focus on lowering prices has made electric vehicles more accessible to mainstream buyers. This strategy could potentially lead to increased sales volumes even if profitability per unit sold decreases. However, Tesla's strategy of flooding the market with new cars and not prioritizing product refreshes could also be a double-edged sword. It might make it harder for them to maintain the allure of their brand in the face of increasing competition from other automakers. As the electric vehicle market becomes more crowded, Tesla's lack of product refresh could become a disadvantage against competitors who consistently offer new and updated models. More broadly, this trend could spur a reshaping of the electric vehicle market. With all automakers eventually facing similar challenges, we might see a shift in strategy. The focus could move from just selling as many vehicles as possible to also maintaining a healthy resale value. This would ensure brand loyalty and customer satisfaction in the long run. As we can see, this trend has significant ramifications, but it's not all doom and gloom. While the falling prices of used EVs may seem worrying, there's a silver lining. You see, as the price of used electric vehicles drops, they become more accessible to a larger pool of potential buyers. The high upfront cost has long been a barrier for many considering the switch to electric. This shift in the market could be the nudge they need to finally make the jump to an EV. This affordability factor isn't the only positive aspect of falling prices. It also signals a maturing market. More electric vehicles are entering the market, and as competition increases, so does the variety of options available to consumers. That's a win for the consumer, who now has a wider selection to choose from. Moreover, this drop in prices could potentially fuel a shift in consumer behavior. Future EV customers may opt to lease rather than buy, which could lead to a more dynamic and flexible EV market. This trend could also push automakers to innovate more rapidly, as they strive to keep their offerings fresh and appealing to potential leasers. It's also important to remember that while falling resale values could be a challenge for individual owners, they can also be a boon for the broader EV market. Lower prices mean that electric vehicles are becoming more mainstream, and as more and more people adopt EVs, we move closer to a more sustainable future. So yes, falling prices may be a concern for some, but they also present numerous opportunities. Opportunities for potential EV owners, for automakers, and for the planet as a whole. And let's not forget that even as resale values drop, Tesla, a market leader, continues to break production and delivery records. This shows that despite the challenges, the demand for electric vehicles is still strong and growing. So while some may see this as a crisis, others see it as an opportunity. The future of the EV market is uncertain, but one thing is clear: change is inevitable. We've seen how the resale value of electric vehicles has taken a hit recently, particularly with Tesla's aggressive pricing strategy. This, coupled with an influx of new cars flooding the market, has raised questions about the sustainability of such an approach. Yet it's worth noting that Tesla remains unfazed by these challenges. Their focus on breaking production and delivery records, even in the face of falling profit margins, is a testament to their conviction. They believe they can compensate for these losses in the future, a bold stance that underscores their commitment to making electric vehicles more accessible to mainstream buyers. However, as the market evolves and competition intensifies, these resale values may become harder to ignore. Tesla's dominance is being threatened by other automakers entering the fray, and future EV consumers may start to question the wisdom of buying over leasing. Tesla's lack of product refresh could also potentially become a disadvantage against competitors, further complicating the landscape. Yet, let's not forget that all automakers will eventually face similar challenges. The competitive environment for Tesla has changed, but it's a change that will affect the entire industry. The strategy of lowering prices to make electric vehicles more affordable is a trend that's likely to continue, reshaping the market in ways we can only begin to imagine. As we reflect on these developments, it becomes clear that the journey ahead for the EV market is anything but predictable. There will be challenges, yes, but also opportunities for innovation and growth. The road may be bumpy at times, but it's a journey that promises to redefine the way we think about transportation. As we usher in the new year, let's keep an eye on the EV market. The journey ahead promises to be an interesting one. Before we wrap up, remember the market is always in flux, and the world of electric vehicles is no exception. Today we've delved into the reasons why used EV prices have been falling. We've seen how Tesla's strategy of slashing prices and flooding the market with new cars has led to a significant drop in their resale values. Yet, it's important to note that Tesla remains unfazed. They're banking on future compensation for these lost profits as they continue to break production and delivery records. The company's focus on lowering prices, making EVs more affordable and accessible to mainstream buyers, overshadows concerns about market share and falling profit margins. However, the landscape is changing. As competition in the electric vehicle market increases, these poor resale values may become harder to ignore. Tesla's dominance is under threat as more automakers enter the fray. This might affect Tesla buyers over time as future EV customers may opt to lease rather than buy. Despite the challenges, there's a silver lining. The competitive environment is pushing automakers to innovate and adapt. Lowering prices is making the EV market more accessible, and it's clear that all automakers will eventually face similar challenges. So as you navigate the road to your next vehicle purchase, keep these factors in mind. Consider the implications of falling used EV prices in your decision-making. And remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to making informed decisions about your next vehicle. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful videos on the latest trends in the automotive industry. Until next time, stay informed and drive safe.